Hey guys, it's Jake. I know I haven't been on the channel lately. I have not been uploading many videos, and maybe there's a couple of you out there who wonder where I am personally, where I am with my YouTube channel, and you might want answers as to where I've been, what I'm planning on doing, if I'm even planning on still making YouTube videos going forward, because, I mean, gee, when was the last time I even uploaded a video? It's been 3 months since I posted a video. The last thing was about, She-Hulk. That's a good thing to go out on. Now, if you guys don't know, and I think most of the people that still watch my channel to this day have been around since then. I started off this channel as a Reddit reading video channel, whatever, my cat is playing with plastic. It started off as making TikToks, basically, that were just Reddit reading TikToks, which I know fucking everybody does now, but nobody was doing it when I started. So it actually got some attention and it did a little well on TikTok. And there would be people that would say, oh, where's the full channel? Where's the channel on YouTube? And so I made one and I started uploading the Reddit reading videos from TikTok, but I felt very unfulfilled creatively from making TikTok fucking Reddit reading videos. So I started making the intros. You guys probably remember the intros. That's where I really had fun and I really let loose. As time went on, I just grew to really not enjoy making the Reddit reading videos, and I found them incredibly tedious to make. I don't really like editing. I find the process pretty tedious, even though sadly I'm kind of good at editing. For somebody that's like not even working with fucking Premiere, I'm working with HitFilm. I do a pretty good job. But over time, that hatred of editing kind of grew, and I stopped doing the Reddit videos. I hated doing them. Too much editing, way too tedious, way too repetitive. It was getting hard to even find new posts to make videos on because all of the posts would be the same. In the early videos that I was making, I would focus on the post for like as long as it took me to read it and maybe like a snicker at the end of it. But then as it went on, I was focusing more and more and saying more things and trying to inject more of myself into the posts, and the videos just, they spiraled out of control. And so, I had no idea what to do. All I did was do the Reddit reading videos. I didn't know what else to do, so I did the only thing I could think of, and I started uploading daily content. Now, what the daily content did was it forced me to make a video. Even if I had no idea, I would be sitting there, it'd be 4 p.m. I hadn't even thought of an idea for a video yet, but I knew I had to get one up that day. I would just fucking go with whatever was on my mind, and some days I ended up with complete shit, just garbage stinkers. And I'm sure you guys have seen a couple of those videos. I can't name them off the top of my head, but some of them were just terrible. And then I would end up with videos that I really was proud of, like, this one got like no views, but the sexy purge, that video, I put so much effort. I put that video together in like 2 hours. It was so high effort for like what it was, and I was just so proud of myself afterwards, and I think it's kind of funny. I think it holds up. But as time went on, my channel actually got worse and worse, like I wouldn't say video-wise, maybe, you could probably argue, but viewership went down, lower and lower. You know, it had been going down since the Reddit reading videos. People just stopped watching as much. I think a lot of people that were into the Reddit reading didn't like my vibe, which was kind of like that arrogant suburban white guy vibe. People didn't like that with Reddit reading videos. So, you know, my channel just declined over time, and I didn't get the views that I used to. I remember I used to upload a Reddit reading video after my channel had blown up. I pushed one out, I went to class, and after I was walking out of class, I had like 200,000 views on the video, which is fucking mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And it just kind of dropped off more and more over time till I got down to like, say, 10,000 views a video. As much as I want to blame YouTube and say, you know, maybe it was YouTube, they stopped pushing me in the algorithm, I think it could have just been a lack of interest in Reddit reading videos. I think maybe the genre in general was going downhill. I honestly don't know. It's really hard to tell, and it was probably more than one factor. It was probably a slew of, maybe even dozens of factors that led to it. Now, what really was kind of what killed my channel was getting a job. I graduated college, and at that point, you have to kind of, you know, kick things into high gear, start taking things more seriously. And I was in an online relationship. My girlfriend, Paige, who I am still dating, we're still together, she lived in Texas and I lived in New Jersey. You see the issue there? It's pretty far. So my goal was to move to Texas, and what I needed to do that was to get a job, which I did, and I'm still at the same company. They're great. But gone were the days where I had the time to make daily videos. For for a few days when I first moved here, I was still under the impression that, you know, I would start working, I would get set up in my new apartment, I would get things rolling again, and it'd be good. I'd get back into my daily upload grind, but I didn't have fucking time for that. I work from 7:30 in the morning to 5 p.m. in the evening. That's a really long work day, and that doesn't really include time to make a YouTube video. I mean, maybe if I considered the YouTube video something super pleasurable, something that brought me a lot of joy making, but besides making this part where I'm talking, I just think that the editing part is really tedious, and I don't have the drive to do it. You know, I've been trying to do more cooking, and cooking takes time, especially during the week. I've been trying to read more. I just want to expand my knowledge and get to a place where I'm, you know, more financially free, and I feel like I can do that by spending more time learning, and also just, I don't know, expand your mind, I don't know. And besides that, sometimes I just get done work at 5, and I'm defeated. It's a long day, I have nothing left in me, no energy, and so I just don't have the time to make a video anymore. I just know that the energy is not there. So that's essentially what happened to my YouTube channel. It was something that I loved doing, something I genuinely really enjoyed, and I felt so lucky to have an audience that was there actually appreciating the content. So thank you guys who are still somehow around, and if you're this far into the video, dude, bless you, because I'm just talking about my fucking life, man. I can't imagine many people find this interesting except for me, because it's very personal, as you could probably imagine. Now, I wouldn't say I'm completely thrilled with my current situation. I would really love to get back into making YouTube videos, and I genuinely miss it. I miss the interaction that I used to get with people that were, you know, sharing a similar worldview as me, and we could discuss things and, you know, get disagreements, have conversations, and I don't really have that as much anymore. I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Instagram, I basically just watch YouTube videos, and that's just what keeps me in the culture, on the, you know, the online culture, but I don't have much else that's keeping me connected to it at this point. And I do miss that, but it's definitely been an improvement for me to get time away from these things, because it's bad for you mentally, spending all this time online, believing that you're something special. Like, I probably thought I was fucking something special. I mean, I had like 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. That must mean I'm doing something right. You know, whatever I'm down to now, it's just funny. But you know, one thing is that I don't really like where I'm living at the moment. I'm not a fan of Dallas, Texas. I've got some gripes with this place. I've been really getting into the idea of like living in a walkable city, so I've been tossing around the idea of moving out of this hellhole as soon as I can, as soon as my girlfriend graduates college, getting the fuck out of here to a city that isn't built, you know, for cars. So that's something that's been occupying a lot of my interests lately, a lot of my personal time. I haven't been playing video games. If I was still playing video games as much as I used to, I might keep streaming, but I honestly never really enjoyed streaming all that much. Maybe I'll get back into it at some point. But hopefully, I'm just going to wrap this up here. I'm just rambling. I just want to get back to a point where I'm making YouTube videos. And hopefully I can figure out videos to make that actually interest me, because my main issue is that I don't even know like what to make a YouTube video about at this point. Like, I want to talk about my interests, but I also worry that I'm going to talk about my interests and nobody's going to give a shit. And, you know, not that it matters, but, you know, it matters. It kind of matters. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching it. I got to do the outro, don't I? This will be my last video ever, and I will see you all in hell.